Greetings and welcome to Transit Ministries, where we are today looking at the last part of our 10-part series, or part 10 of 10, of a series entitled The Bible in the Bedroom for Marital Success. The title is at the bottom of your screens. And today we'll look at the part where we are being told very specifically that we must not deprive each other, we must not defraud each other, that is the husband and the wife, of this sexual attention and connection, except for 4 reasons that have been specifically stated. Number 1, we are told that this is in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5, that we can disengage or we can deprive each other only for the following reasons. 1, if it is by mutual consent. You need to have agreed. Number 2, if it is temporary, just for a time. Number 3, if it is for prayer and fasting. And number 4, if there is clarity when you start that actually you are going to come together again so that the devil does not tempt you. So, if you in your relationship have found yourself in a situation where you are not engaging in the sexual embrace, and it's not one of these reasons, what has been the reason? Because the Bible says very clearly in that verse 5 that if it is not for this, then the devil can come in. It is possible that it is the devil who is in. Because think of any other reason. Someone might say, you did not mention specifically sickness. The husband might be sick and there's something wrong with their back. The wife might be sick and there's something wrong with their back and they cannot. That is still not an excuse, because that can still be talked about and there can be mutual agreement based on that. So those 4 reasons are actually all encompassing, because anything else is a subset of those 4 reasons. Let's go through them again. Number 1, temporary. Number 2, it is clearly by consent. Number 3, it is for prayer and fasting. Number 4, it is with the purpose of coming back together. As you get into it, you are saying, we are going to celebrate. I lived in a country where there was a lot of Muslims in East Africa and Kenya. And at the end of Ramadan, of their fast, even the talk in the offices would be, the ladies would be saying in the offices that we are actually so happy because now we are going to be able to start sleeping with our husbands again. So we also need to be clear that there has to be a scheduled, clearly modeled program that follows certain principles. I'm not saying that you should have a timetable at home. I'm not saying that you should have a manual. All I'm saying is that the principles are there that govern how free you can be. So you can still be as original as you want. You can still be as innovative as you want. You can still be as creative as you want. But the principles are clear, and we've been through the principles. A couple of things that I want to just remind you of that we learned through in the series since the first. One of them is the fact that we agreed that it doesn't matter how good you think you are as a man or a woman, no one can perform to the level of the sexual fantasy of their spouse. So quit bringing fantasies into the bedroom secretly, because once you do that, it doesn't matter how good your partner is, they will never reach that fantasy, because the mind is limitless and the body is limited. So the body can never reach the mental fantasy. The other thing we looked at is your body doesn't belong to you. And if your body doesn't belong to you, therefore, don't say to yourself, I can wear whatever hairstyle I want. I can shave whatever part of my body I want. I can shave it in whatever hairstyle I want. I can wear whatever makeup I want. I can have whatever tattoo I want. No, your body belongs to your husband. Okay? Then we also talked about the fact that it is important for us to understand that our marital duty involves more than just the sexual. And it is a duty to our wives. And that even though you have a husband and you have a wife, you must have them. So you have a husband, but have him. So when you have a husband, ask yourself, when did I last have my husband? I must go and have him. Same with the wife and the husband to the wife. Thank you for staying with us through this 10-part series. Stay tuned for the next series, which will be unrolling tomorrow. God bless you.